So is now the right time to buy or sell? November's 2024's housing inventory is telling a story, and you can't afford to ignore what it is saying. Whether you're waiting for the perfect deal or trying to sell at top dollar, knowing and understanding inventory trends is the golden ticket to succeeding in the real estate market in 2025. So let me break it down and walk you through what I am seeing and how to take advantage of it in 2025. Welcome to the Apply with Eric channel, your ultimate destination for data driven real estate trends and insights to help you succeed as a buyer or as a seller or as a realtor. Be sure to subscribe and click the bell for weekly updates and expert tips to navigate the housing market with confidence like a pro. So let's first go through inventory. This is a realtor.com chart that breaks down inventory levels, active US housing inventory for sale from 2017 all the way to 2024. So the important thing to note on this is, as you can see, the inventory level for 2024 is rising compared to 2023. But what we keep having to remind people is we have to compare most of our data to 2019. We are coming out of one of the lowest inventory levels that we've ever seen after record low interest rates. So the data is a little bit confusing. And it's important, and why I've put off to the right hand side active housing inventory dating all the way back to 2017. We had 1.2 million listings. Right now in 2024, we only have 953,000 listings. So we are still under where we were in 2019, 2017, and 2018. And the piece that I always take away from that is in 2017, 2018, and 2019, nobody was discussing inventory levels or concerned where inventory levels were. What happened was we had a pandemic, low interest rates, and inventory continued to move to record lows due to the amount of activity that we saw. So again, the important data point as a buyer or a seller is to make sure that you're looking back to 2019 to compare it to then. If inventory levels get above those levels, then that's a topic and a different discussion. Right now, we are just not seeing that. So next slide that I always like to show is this breaks down weekly inventory. So weekly inventory, we saw 722,000 listings hit the market the first week of December. Obviously higher than where we were in 2022 and 2023. So inventory is increasing. That is a positive development. We've heard about people going out and finding properties and having a hard time getting offers accepted and multiple offers and bidding over list price. We're getting to a more balanced market. Is it balanced completely? No, because as you can see, we're still below 2017, 2018, and 2019. We're kind of right in there. So it's a positive development, not a negative. Rising inventory is not something to fear. It's actually the market improving and getting to a better place. This is a really important chart that I look at and something I share with a lot of my buyers and a lot of people that have to sell. This is the 1-year change in active housing inventory. Okay, so this is the shift in inventory from November of 2023 to November of 2024. Now, if you think about November of 2023, this was just after we had 8% interest rates and mortgage rates were at the most recent highs, and we still saw home appreciation. And even after that, inventory is only up 11% in the state of Illinois. You can see in Florida up 39%, Texas 24%. So year over year, if you just look at that, it looks like a lot of inventory. Okay, but again, the most important thing that we have to look back at, and real estate is local, so every state, every county is going to tell a very different story. And that's why we look at this. So the next thing is going to be active housing inventory for sale compared to pre-pandemic levels. So the shift between November 2019 all the way to November 2024. And as you can see in the red circle, I call out Illinois because that's where I live. Inventory is down 59% from November of 2019 to November of 2024. That is a significant drop. And why is inventory important to know as a buyer or seller? Well, if you want to get top dollar as a seller, you have to know and understand inventory. The more inventory that you have, the more competition and the harder it is to get the highest price, and vice versa. So as a buyer, why is it important? Because the concern is that a lot of people right now are on the sidelines because they're waiting for mortgage rates to drop. And when mortgage rates do drop and we hit the spring market, if they drop, you're going to see a flood of people re-enter the market. And when inventory is 59% below where we were previously, it creates a ton of pressure on home prices moving much higher than where we are today. So one of the things I want to make sure we discuss is when I sit down with a buyer is knowing and understand these inventory trends so we can take advantage of it and not run into where we end up bidding when everyone else is bidding as rates start to come down and home prices are moving higher because we're seeing multiple offers again. There are plenty of people that are on the sidelines today waiting for home prices to, waiting for mortgage rates to move lower, which if they do, when inventory is 59% below where we were, it's going to put some pressure on home prices. Now, this puts it even more perspective. So active housing inventory in November of 2024 is 21,719 homes. Those are homes that are on the market and not under contract. So just before the pandemic, we had 52,404 homes on the market and not under contract. Today, at the end of last month, we have 21,719. So are we up from 19,000 last year? We are, but we're still 59% below the 52,000. So knowing inventory is the key to knowing and understanding where the market's going and understanding how to take advantage of the market. So if you have questions on this, please reach out to me and my team. My team and I are always on standby 7 days a week from 7 in the morning to 11 o'clock at night. We can be reached at 630-728-7918. Thank you so much.